Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dot G on Hit My Line. Shout out Soundcase.
What's up, everyone? Today we're talking with Saint G, a Miami-based creator who dabbles with a little bit of everything in the artistic world. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the line over to Saint G so he can introduce himself.
This is Dot G, Chilean creative, producer, DJ, painter, everything in the realms of art, really. It's always a pleasure to talk about what I love to do. I'm a collector of sorts. I love to collect music. I love to listen to music, and I love to perform and play music. Been doing it for many, many years. Started as a drummer, played in a band, then started DJing in college, started kind of going down all those waves, and eventually landed like in a sweet spot for vinyl mixing, which is cool because I've been collecting since a young age, so it kind of came full circle then.
I noticed that you're locked in with your analog gear, from machine to vinyl and synths. What is it about that hands-on setup that inspires your sound and the way you create?
It took me a while to understand analog sound and analog, sound synthesis, FM synthesis, all of those, because it's kind of like starting from zero again. You really have to kind of understand where you want to go with the sound, where you want to go with the kind of grooves you want to create. And that's the part you find yourself kind of like, whoa, holy shit, like where is it that I want to do? That it's what allowed me to really sit down and head towards this faster paced techno that I really enjoy. And I kind of try to involve some acid house into it with some bits and pieces of like glitch. And I don't know, it gets really, really, really fun because you get to like physically be in touch with the equipment. You get to physically be the one that tweaks the knobs and chooses the direction the boat goes in. I remember just messing around in Guitar Center with drum machines here and there, but it didn't really click until I got my own first drum machine, which was the Digitact. And it is a huge learning curve, the process. You kind of, like I said, you got to learn everything again. But it definitely brings a rush for people who fall in love with this process of creating. If you're a painter, if you're a musician, if you're a DJ, I'm sure you know what I mean of being in that zone.
I wanted to touch on some of your other creative endeavors, and the first thing that caught my attention when I was on your website was the visuals and the graphic designs. It had a very nostalgic and futuristic energy, and kind of like a glitchy Y2K vibe. I wanted to ask, what sparked that direction, and is it connected to your sound too?
This is where it kind of starts going in a really interesting direction, because I have a brand with one of my best friends, Mark. He is the whole visual aspect of everything I do. It's an audiovisual project that we call Ataraxy, or No One Is Calm. And we kind of go by both of those names. We follow and embrace this kind of idea that Y2K textures, really kind of like bizarre visuals and color waves just kind of come all together and really kind of represent the kind of direction that we're entailing on. It connects to the sound that I make very deeply too, through just kind of like what I was saying earlier, falling in love with the process. This allowed a lot of these visuals, a lot of these aesthetics to be born and brought to the world through just genuine connection, having fun, and just having love for art.
I don't mean to put no pressure, but what's one electronic album you'd recommend to any DJ? And what piece of analog gear is your favorite to use for any live set?
Okay, so this was the hardest question out of all of them. I'm going to say 3, and I'm sorry. You just can't say one without pissing people off.
No worries, bro. Go ahead.
So I would say Discovery by Daft Punk, #1. Then followed by Too Future for You by Armin van Helden. And then a honorable mention would be Select Ambient Works by Aphex Twin. And I say these albums because, like, if you already like dance music and electronic music, like, these are already checking boxes and you probably do know of them. And that's one of the reasons why I'm mentioning them. They're like holy grails for what we like to do, what we like to listen to, and what really engineered the path for a lot of what's popular nowadays. So for any new DJ or just DJ in general that has not been able to dive and given the pleasure of listening to these albums to themselves, just go and dive and have fun. Call me later. When it comes to the gear that is favorite for what I like to do for my live set, it has to be the turntable. I'm not sure if you consider that like a piece of analog gear or something, but when it comes to it, it's hands down and always will be what I will have on my table when I do a live set. I'm telling you, being in touch with the grooves and everything, holy shit, it's a completely different world. If someone is pissed off listening to this, let me just say Digitact. That's my favorite gear. I would probably use that if not. Yeah, and this is kind of like a bittersweet part because I'm actually leaving the U.S. So it's like a perfect moment for me to just say a lot of thank yous for what I've been doing out here. Huge shout out to the Miami scene in general, man. There's just so many good DJs here. Shout out to the team over at Joel Radio, Miami Community Radio. Everyone that's given a platform for the upcoming artists. It's a big deal. Everyone here is trying to make it. So longer tables, no taller fences, guys. For anyone who likes to do something, go for it. I think that's the first step. It's just acting, doing something. Waiting for the perfect time won't get you anywhere, bro. So spread the love, longer tables, no taller fences, bro. Keep at it.